Don't be mad at me. Do not be mad at me. But we talking today, y'all. So let's go ahead. I don't even know what we talking about today, to be honest. I'm gonna just let this one freestyle out, okay? Because that's just a vibe tonight. Like, I feel like we should be on chill. I don't feel like we should just be extra tonight. I feel like we should just be. I just feel like we vibing tonight, yo. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, how are y'all doing? Hi, John. How you doing? How is everybody doing tonight? Yeah, I just feel like how we doing? Everybody wood side pretty. Like, I'm just. She said lover. It's okay, you want to be my lover. How are everybody doing good tonight? Y'all, tonight I just feel like being. I don't know who the fuck I feel like being. Yo, let me tell you something. Everything that I said that I was gonna do today, out the window. Out the motherfucking window. So y'all, let's get into a talk. I feel like being on soft girl shit tonight. So I just feel like let's be soft. Y'all, can we live in delusion tonight? And the reason why I want us to live in delusion is because I want y'all to fantasize, like, what do y'all want y'all life to be like? How you doing, Bree? I still didn't forget about you, babes. Let me tell you something. I want us to live in delusion tonight. And the reason why is because we need to sit over here and create a new, and y'all catch me, we need to create a whole new reality for ourselves, okay? And how the fuck are we going to do that? We're going to create it by being delusional. So, y'all, I want to sit over here and talk about what the fuck is your aspirations? Who is the people that you want to sit over here and date? Like, where do y'all want to live? What car do y'all want to drive? Like, I want us to be delusional tonight. And the reason why is because you'll, at this point, we done sat over here and went through a whole bunch of hurt. We done sit over here and we done sit over here and shit. We done went through the ringer in real life. So it's like, why not create a real motherfucking new life? See, I feel like a lot of us are sitting over here so stuck in fucking our reality because really the fucking fucked up and hurt reality was projected onto us. You see, us sitting in survival mode was projected onto us. Us having PTSD was put onto us. See, I want to talk to y'all real quick. And the reason why is because, y'all, when I say I want y'all to live in delusion, I want us to sit over here and walk out of this hurt-ass energy. And I want us to walk into some new shit. All new shit. All new relationships. All new situationships. All new everything. Because we talking tonight, yo. So tonight, when I sit over here and I tell you, we on some chill shit. Because, you know, usually when I pop out, I be on some, yo, let's talk about the past. Let's talk about marriage. Let's talk about who hurt you and shit like that. But I feel like we got to take a break off that. I feel like, how you doing, Mary? It's good to see you. See, I feel like we got to be on some real chill shit, just real new shit. And the reason why is because, I feel like every fucking day of your fucking life, you sit over here and at one point in your day, you sit over here and reminisce about your past. And I just want to ask y'all, like, are y'all tired of reminiscing about your past? I know I'm tired of reminiscing about my past. I feel like it's time for me to create new things in my life, new situations, new. But the point of the matter is that, I need y'all to understand something. The only way that you can sit over here and create new is if you actually put yourself out there. The only way that you can sit over here and create new is if you actually want new. But the point of the matter is that some of y'all still texting and hitting up old situations that no longer serve you, instead of sitting over here and getting your ass out, going to that gym, going to that club, going to that tea shop, going to the library. Shit, I don't care where it is that you go. You can meet people in traffic nowadays. But putting yourself out there, and actually once you put yourself out there, actually looking like you're available to want to be talked to. Because a lot, as quiet as it's kept, a lot of y'all be sitting over here going out, but then maybe you don't look approachable. And I'm talking about to my masculines too. I'm not even just talking to my femmes. See, a lot of y'all sitting over here saying, nobody ever approaches me when I'm in public. Why don't you approach them? Why don't you look friendly enough to approach? Maybe why when you in a gym, instead of you sitting over here mean mugging every fucking body, you sit over here and you just break out in a motherfucking laugh. You over here smile. To my femmes, even though you could pick that weight up, maybe you got a heavier bar today. Maybe you asked somebody for assistance, and now all of a sudden that turned into a conversation. Now all of a sudden they sitting over here giving you words of encouragement. Now all of a sudden they sitting over here, let me tell you something. Now all of a sudden they sitting over here saying, listen, you're doing that workout wrong. You should probably try it like this. Maybe try a lighter one and then get heavier. Just easy man shit. To my masculines, I could talk to you too, because I know right now we're in a stage where women act like they don't want to be approached. But let me sit over here and tell you, how you doing, spiritual masculines? Women do want to fucking sit over here and be approached. They just want to be approached by the right person. I.e., if a woman is sitting over here making eye contact with you, then she want to be approached. If a woman's sitting over here, trying to smile at you, she wants to be approached. Maybe, and I'm going to give you a tip, masculine. Maybe that woman, you seen that woman before she's seen you. So maybe you need to make your presence known. Maybe have on a nice cologne. Go walk past her, catch her eye, look at her. If she looks like she's interested, then, cool, approach her. If she looks like don't bother me, then, keep walking in the other direction. Let me tell you something. How you doing, Sky? When I sit over here and I tell y'all that, listen, it's time for us. So we circling back to the main topic. I want y'all to be delusional tonight. And I don't want y'all to be delusional about y'all past ass people. I want y'all to be delusional about who y'all new person's looking like. What they looking like. What they smelling like. What they into. What they characteristics. Y'all, like, how you doing, Darlene? And the reason why is because, y'all, this is what's going to help us manifest and attract what it is that the fuck we want. Now, I'm going to take you a step further. Okay? You came in at the right time. Because you just met someone new. Now, spiritual, I'm going to tell you something. Don't fuck it up. Now, let me tell you something as quickly, because we talking about, let me tell you. Now, we was delusional about this person. You said, I wish someone would tell me because they say my standards is too high. Well, T-Cake, you got to sit over here and keep it real with yourself. You can't compare yourself to nobody else and nobody else's standards, because in reality, you want different shit from them what your friends want. See, let me sit over here and tell you, there are some times where, like, you know what? I ain't even gonna put you out like that. I don't think nobody's standards is too fucking high. I think that people's standards don't be high enough. But the point of the matter is that it's about timing, though. Because sometimes you have to recognize that, listen, you asked for A through Z, but the point of the matter is that you only settle in through A through M because you found majority of those characteristics, when God is sitting over here saying, put that motherfucker back into the C and watch that A through Z come into your life. And honestly, y'all gotta understand that sometimes the people that be sitting over here telling you that your standards is too high is the people that's sitting over here that don't got standards at all. Some of the people that's sitting over here telling you that your standards is too high is people that's sitting over here hating on you and wish they could have been you. They sitting over here trying to dim who the fuck you are and saying your standards is too high, because you're actually able to reach your standards, because you're actually able to get what it is that you want. So of course they gonna sit over here and tell you your standards is too high. And don't let it be the opposite sex telling you that your standards is too high. Blicky. Thank you. Because let me tell you something. What one person, and this works for vice versa. What I won't do, the next woman might do. What you won't do, maybe the next man might do. And that's okay. Spiritual, let me tell you something. Sometimes your past trauma can catch up to you, but sometimes, let me tell you, when it's your person is going to work with you through your traumas and shit like that. But spiritual, you can't project your old shit onto your new shit, even if you just meeting this person today. Also, I'm going to sit over here and tell you, take it slow. Get to know this person and get to know yourself through this person. What does that fucking mean? Well, let's talk about it. Sometimes us as people, we got to sit over here and relearn ourselves. See, sometimes us as people, we have a hard time balancing who we are when we're on a spiritual journey versus when we sit over here and go and get into another situation or another relationship, and because we start to lose our identity through somebody else. And thank you, Estefania. And so within this, and catch me, this is where we've messed up at. And the reason why we sit over here and we mess up is because, catch me, we sit over here and we think that, and hear me, y'all, we sit over here and start to lose our identity within our relationship, and we start to lose focus on not balancing ourselves because we sitting over here focusing on, and catch me, we sitting over here focusing on what this person want. We focusing on, the next person instead of focusing on ourselves. So listen, then we sit over here, and the only time we do truly focus on ourselves is when we focusing on our past traumas. When we actually, and catch me, y'all, when you sitting over here, when you deal with somebody new, you focusing on your past trauma. You judging this person based off of your past traumas versus you sitting over here staying within energy versus you sitting over here staying within, and catch me, within you staying within, you sitting over here learning this new person. This new person is a new motherfucking person. See, I want y'all to understand something. Every experience, no matter if you over your ex versus if you ain't, if you over your past, if you insecure, if you whatever, every experience is preparing you for your next experience, even the bad experiences. But the point of the matter is that how long are we going to sit over here and allow our past to ruin our future, ruin our present? How long are we going to sit over here and have to pretend and put up a facade that we don't like people no more? How long are we have to sit over here and say we got to sit over here and have a roster of 5 people when in reality we just looking for love, and we just looking, and catch me, we just looking to sit over here and be loved. We looking to love and then be loved. So when I sit over here and I tell y'all to be delusional about what it is that you want, it's because y'all need to sit over here and realize that y'all didn't have high enough standards in the first place when y'all was dealing with y'all past situation. We talking. We is talking tonight. And the reason why we talking is because y'all, I want y'all to have love. I want y'all to sit over here and have a relationship with God. I want your partner, if you want your partner to have a relationship with God too, I want that for you. I want you to sit over here and wake up and be motherfucking happy. And listen, I understand that we go through life every fucking day, and catch me, we go through life and some days be good days, some days be bad days. Some days you need to rest, some days you need to get your ass to work. But the point of the matter is that I want y'all to sit over here and actually experience what it feels like to actually be genuinely loved by people that really love you and not manipulate you, and not sit over here and fucking try to force things onto you. How you doing, Jennifer? But the point of the matter is that if you don't sit over here and even identify that for yourself, then how are you going to get that for yourself? If you don't sit over here and identify that, listen, this is what I actually want from a person, then how is it that you're going to get that? You're not. Drew, it's not about sitting over here wanting a 6'6" man, even though I just went on a date with a 6'6" man. If that's what you want, that's what you want. But you have to sit over here, and I'm gonna talk to you real quick. You got to stop sitting over here projecting your past hurts and your past, what your past woman wanted, onto your new person. And let me tell you why. Because That statement, that comment was you sitting over here being hurt. That statement, that comment is you sitting over here comparing yourself to the next man. If a woman, or however it is you identify, even if you a man up in this bitch dating another motherfucking man, I don't care. I accept all. If you are, and catch me, if you want somebody that's 6'5", 6'6", then that's cool. That's their preference. You can't knock nobody for their preference. Just like you as a man, I can't knock you for sitting over here saying that you don't want to date nobody under 5'5". But we don't talk about that, right? We don't talk about how y'all have y'all own specimen. The point of the matter is listen, Jew, if you a short king, enjoy being a short king. There's tall people that will love your ass too. Us sitting over here saying that we want a 6-foot individual does not make us delusional. It's just sitting over here saying that we want a motherfucking requirement. Maybe we want to sit over here and say, and catch me, maybe we want to sit over here and be able to wear heels and still look up at our mans. There's nothing wrong with that. It's a fucking preference. And you, and if you talk that, or if you tall, then that's cool too. But the point of the matter is that, listen, it don't matter what your height is. And I feel like a lot of us, and catch me y'all, a lot of us be sitting over here worried about the next person's preference, when in reality you need to be worried about your preference. I don't care what the next person is sitting over here looking, what their requirements are, because guess what? I'm not dating that person. And even if I am dating that person, catch me, even if I am sitting over here dating that person, they dated me. Clearly, I'm one of their motherfucking preferences. You said, can we talk about healing from an SA abuse and feeling more comfortable in the body trying to heal? So, Melody, I actually had a talk about that I actually uploaded on my YouTube. Because I feel like the direction of this live is we're going to be a little bit light tonight. I don't want to get dark, but I just uploaded it. It's not the one in the orange. It's the one where I'm wearing a gray shirt. For like halfway through the video, watch the rest of it, okay? Because I feel like there's something within that video that's going to help you. Because we actually had an in-depth conversation about SA abuse, okay? But that's not where we're at tonight, okay? Jennifer said, I'm 6'2" and don't care about his height. Just want real love, loyalty, and respect. And that's on what? That's on period. And that's what I mean too, y'all, is that, listen, there be people that sitting over here that really don't care about requirements, don't care about height. But the point of the matter is that maybe you 6'2" and she won't talk to you because you 6'5". Well, guess what? That's not your person. Move on to the next person. You got to get somebody that don't care about height. And let me tell you something. If you a masculine and you like, maybe you not even a short king. Maybe you a cool 5'10". Let me tell you something. You got to sit over here and accept your own fucking height before you can sit over here and meet somebody that's going to accept your height. Because a lot of y'all, as quiet as it's kept, y'all be trying to make your asses fucking 6'2", and in reality, that's with your shoes. And as quiet as it's kept, as soon as you take it off, you a 5'10", and you got to love your 5'10" ass. We talking, but masculines, y'all don't want to talk about y'all insecurities. Y'all don't be wanting to talk. Victoria said everybody will find their own persona and they'll be perfect in their eyes, so nobody gotta settle. And that's period. I can't. You know what? Let me pin your motherfucking comment because I couldn't have said it even better. Everybody's going to find who their person is, even if, and catch me y'all, even if some of the people that y'all be dealing with, y'all be settling for. But guess what? If it works for you, it works for you. But I want y'all to sit over here and stop comparing yourselves to the next fucking person. Because listen, what works for them might not work for you. And what works for you might not work for them. And another thing, y'all need to stop comparing y'all relationships to y'all friendships relationships. Like you got a girlfriend or you got a boyfriend. And I mean really friends. You can't compare your relationship to their relationship. And they can't do it vice versa. Because at the end of the day, then now all of a sudden you trying to get your partner to be like their partner. When in reality, you fell in love and you chose your partner based off of the shit that works for you. Maybe you are fucking affectionate. How you doing, beauty? Maybe you are affectionate. and it works for you. But maybe you're not. Actually, let me use the vice versa. Let me use a personal example. Let me use me. I could be affectionate when I feel like being affectionate, but there's some times where I don't feel like being affectionate. That will work for my partner because I'm working on it, but it's like, that's just me. Maybe my friend is more affectionate. Maybe my friend is more giving and stuff like that. I'm not going to change who I am in order to become her, in order to get her same results, because that's not me truly being my authentic self. And I feel like a lot of y'all be sitting over here trying to get advice on from y'all friends, like, okay, what works for you, how do y'all stay together and stuff like that. But you got to understand that your partner is not their partner. You didn't attract your partner the way that she attracted her partner, and vice versa to my masculines. How you doing, Zoe? Look at you not changing your name. Zoe, I ain't even gonna lie. Sometimes I miss calling you Miss Bowtie. I'm working on it. I know I have to heal. It just seems a lot. Well, honestly, spiritual, the only reason why it seems like a lot is just because you haven't started anywhere. Sometimes God just wants you to pick one place to heal, not tackle all 20 different places. Sometimes it's just, let's pick a spot to work on each day. And sometimes you got to stay stuck in that spot for about a good 10 days in order to get through it. See, spiritual, I want you to understand something. Healing does not have a timeline. You can't sit over here and put a timeline on healing. And that's the reality. But the point of the matter is that, listen, if you do heal one thing within one day, cool, move on to the next topic. Don't dwell on that shit. If you got to cry that shit out and then you just like, okay, cool, I'm over it, then cool. But even if you get in a situation, a friend triggers you, a relationship triggers you, a parent triggers you, and it comes back up and you realize, ooh, I'm really not over it, I thought I was really over it, that's okay too. Because healing is never truly done. Like, we never truly, I'm not going to sit over here and say we never truly heal, but I will sit over here and say that we never know what will trigger us that will bring that reaction out of us. Not us doing deep dives on psychology tonight. I like that for us, y'all. Okay, where did I lose? Okay. You trying to divide us through gender? No, I'm not. That's so funny. Look at y'all being in my comments talking spicy. Y'all being spicy tonight. I like it. My point is, a lot of women want top earners without putting in work. See, Jew, now we talking. Because at first we were talking about height. Now we talking about money. And you, let me sit over here and tell you, you can't sit over here and tell no other grown-ass woman or other grown-ass person what they want versus what they don't want. See, they could very much be delusional and sit over here and go meet a 6-figure man at the fucking bar. That's their own reality. But you can't sit over here and get mad because she played her fucking part. And vice versa. Because as quiet as it's kept, there's very much masculine ass energies that be sitting over here looking for women that is in the 1% too. But they're not talked about because the men, they low key, they only chatty patties with they bros, but they keep it quiet to other women. But we could talk about it. So y'all sit over here and y'all get so mad because a woman wants somebody, and maybe a woman don't even want the person that's in the 1% club, but maybe a woman just wants somebody that's financially stable because they don't want to take care of your ass. Is that too much to ask? But the point of the matter is that, listen, you thinking, Drew, that she has to sit over here and what? She has to sit over here and mirror you. You think that because you make $100,000 that she has to make $100,000 too. At this point, you want a gym bro. And not to sit over here and say, Jew, catch me. Because I want you to hear me and I don't want you to take offense to this. I want you to understand that, listen, sometimes we get with people and we compliment them in different ways. Maybe, Jew, you might have your finances in a row, but that woman, maybe she sat over here and she got her emotions in a row. But guess what, Jew? You don't got your emotions in a row. Maybe her finances is a little bit unsteady. But guess what? As soon as y'all join together, she helps you with the emotions, and guess what? You help her with finances, and guess what? Now all of a sudden y'all feel equal, y'all feel balanced, and y'all feel aligned. That's okay. But the point of the matter is, a lot of you guys don't sit over here and realize is that when we come into union with you, it's because we're adding benefits to you, like we're adding, it's like we're your missing parts. But the point of the matter is that you want us to mirror you. You want us to be a hardworking ass man like you are. You want us to sit over here and fucking listen. You want us to cook, clean, fucking, you want us to sit over here and work a full-time job and still come home and then fuck you, and then you still want us to sit over here and take care of the dog, go walk the fucking dog, and then you still want us to sit over here and get our ass up and go to church on Sunday, and then guess what? All you have to sit over here and do is do what? Sit on the couch and watch sports. All of a sudden, all you have to sit over here and do is sit over here, not really even spend time with the kids. Matter of fact, every time I sit over here and I ask you to sit over here and go and take our kids to fucking school in the fucking morning, all of a sudden it's a problem. If anything inconveniences you, all of a sudden it's a problem. And that's why marriages be, and you, I'm not even just talking to you, I'm just talking to masculines in general, because masculines, it's not talked about that masculines very much have this entitlement ass energy that they were taught by their fucking mom, because their mom did everything for them. So now all of a sudden when they get with a woman, they think that their woman should be their mom and do everything for them, when they wasn't really even taught how to truly be, and catch me, how to truly be in a relationship. How to truly sit over here and compromise in a relationship. They were not sit over here and taught how to sit over here and actually join and be a partner. You just want somebody to sit over here and come in and do everything that you say and shut the fuck up. But you're not sitting over here providing that. And I want y'all to understand something. That's where y'all masculines get it fucking wrong, because y'all don't give these people's opinion. Y'all don't give a woman opinion. And even if you're a masculine dealing with another motherfucking masculine, same thing. We talking tonight, ooh. All I'm sitting over here saying is that, listen, you got to sit over here and take finances, take emotions out of the building, like out of the whole conversation. You got to deal with somebody that's equally matching your fly. That you got to deal with people that's sitting over here that's complimenting you. So, if you want somebody that's sitting over here that's you, you got to realize that you're not going to attract, like if God don't want you to sit over here and meet another you, it's for a reason. And the reason could be is because you got some shit that you need to heal from, that you need to sit over here and deal with. We could talk about mommy issues. We could talk about daddy issues. We could talk about you sitting over here not being heard. We could talk about your abandonment issues. But the point of the matter is that maybe you need to find somebody that can help you heal that can help you feel like heal you not being seen. But the point of the matter is that your ego is so fucking up there. Your pride is so up there. What we gonna do with pride and ego? She said, I like bow tie too, but seriously, I just got back on social media recently. I'm happy for you, Zoe. How you doing, Liz? Good to see you. Hold on, I'm just going back up to the top to the comments. You said I said something to you and it really spoke to you. I hope I did, Gianni. Jennifer said, I've been crying a lot out and looking at my part and everything. Accountability is going to sit over here and do you in every fucking time. Let me tell you something. You sitting over here being accountable for your actions, for your mistakes, for everything is what's going to sit over here and keep you moving forward, and what's going to keep you mentally sane, y'all. And understanding that, listen, I've made a mistake, but guess what? I forgive myself for my mistake. Thank you, Elise. Let me tell you about my skincare routine. I wash my face every fucking day. I drink my fucking water, and I don't let nobody stress me the fuck out. There you go. Drew said, I'm not saying if they broke, man. I think he's, have a good night, love. Bye, John, if you are already out of here. That's a fact. I thought we complete each other, exactly. And that's on period. Look at you saying I don't want my woman to work. I need to start reading my comments more faster. How many cats you got? I don't got no cats. 12 facts. My wife haven't worked in 15 years. We raised my 3 and her 3 kids, and that's on period. But that's what I mean too, is that y'all need to understand that y'all situation might not work for the next situation. Because I'm gonna keep it all the way real with y'all. I don't know, and granted I could be speaking too soon, but I don't know if I could do the whole house and the house not working parent, me personally. And the reason why is because I've always had my own money, I've always had my own independence. But that's me. For y'all could sit over here and y'all could be like, yo, I want to sit over here and be taken care of. And don't get me wrong, I want to be taken care of too, but I still want to have my own money. And I want my man to stay over here and have his own money. And I want to sit over here and still be able to do stuff because with my own money to help him and make him feel nice too. But it's like that might not work for everybody. Some of y'all might not be that ambitious. And that's okay. I think that's where all of us, we sit over here and we start to differ and we start to get in arguments with each other, and we start to sit over here and say when one opinion is right versus one opinion is wrong, when in reality nothing is wrong. If you want to sit over here and be a well-kept woman and you want to sit over here and just take care of the kids and be in the house and do the whole family thing, the whole mom thing, there's nothing wrong with that. If you want to be a woman that's sitting over here doing the whole work thing and have a nanny, there's nothing wrong with that either. The point of the matter is, it's about figuring out what it is that you want and what position that you want to, what position do you want to walk. And to my masculines, it's the same thing with you. If you want to sit over here, if say your wife wants to be more in the career field and you want to stay home, that's cool too. There ain't nothing wrong with that. But the point of the matter is that that's why I sit over here and say don't project and don't look to the next person to determine what it is that you want from your marriage, from your commitment, from anything, y'all. You said what works for one couple might not work for others, and that's on period, Floyd. I didn't get your notification, but I'm here. It's okay, Lee. I'm back. Don't worry, my YouTube videos, I finally sat over here and been uploading my videos. I've been trying to think on if I'm going to sit over here and go back to my previous videos and upload them on YouTube. Maybe when I sit over here and have energy. But I think I'm going to just stay consistent with uploading every day. So every time we get off live, I'm going to sit over here and make time to upload the videos, okay? You said I was just talking about pride yesterday. Let me tell you, Shane. Or Sean. That's your name. Pride and ego gonna do you in every single time. How you doing? He said, how you doing, cutie? Hey, love, I just got here. It's okay. You said skin on 10. I definitely need to apply that. Taking notes. People have to learn to communicate. And I think that's the biggest thing is that a lot of people sit over here and allow their pride and their ego to interrupt their fucking communication. And that's a whole nother, at this point, I'm about to sit over here and start getting on live and having PowerPoints and shit. Because we're going to do some presentations on communication. You said Beauty said why people don't like to communicate effectively and come to common grounds. Because it's easier to fight. Well, okay, so let me keep it a bean with y'all. There's a few different reasons. One reason could be because they truly are done with your ass and they don't want to work it out no more. Let's get that off the table right now, okay? That's one of the reasons. The next reason why a person, thank you, the real. The next reason why a person doesn't want to sit over here and communicate with your ass is because they don't know how to. Like, there are some people, and even me, including myself, I'm teaching myself how to communicate, like, better. Like, y'all, when I talk to y'all, I'm going to give y'all an example. I could speak to y'all. We could talk it up. We could talk about problems. We could talk about philosophy. We could talk about religion. We could talk about whatever. But, y'all, let's talk about feelings real quick. When it's, like, my true feelings, like, when it's talking about, like, we talk about real love shit. A person asks me, so what you think about me? How you feel about me? Y'all, I clam up. And it's not on purpose, but it's just because I never knew how to truly express my emotions for people in a love sense, in a relationship sense. So it's like, and sometimes even in friendship sense. So I'm going to keep it all the way at being with you. I feel like communication is a two-way street. Sometimes you're dealing with a person that does not know how to communicate. Another thing, sometimes people communicate at different times. Sometimes people need time to sit over here and digest what it is that you say to them so they can come up with a response in order to talk to you. Some people are right away, let's talk about it right now. Me, I'm the type of person, let's talk about it right now, because I don't want to talk about it later, because I'm not going to care later. I'm the type of person, I don't want to hold on to nothing. I don't want to go to bed mad. But there's some people that sit over here and need 3 days to process the whole thing. Everybody communicates effectively, but that's why you got to sit over here and identify, okay, how are you talking to somebody? Like, that's why you have to identify the, like, communication styles of who you're talking to type shit, you know? Before you even really get that deep. You said, why are you assuming men want to control women? Drew, I'm giving examples. Drew been coming for my ass all night. Drew, I'm giving examples. I'm not sitting over here saying all people. Sean said, I'm a boss, and that's on what? That's on period. You said we have 4 girls and we didn't want a house full of... Oh, dang. Hold on. Wait. It scrolled to the top. Full of kids while we were at work, and that's on period. Do you believe in joint bank accounts? So, Jonathan, I like to leave that conversation offline. And the reason why is because... Well, I guess I could talk to y'all really quickly. I feel like as far as bank accounts, when you get married, do what makes you feel comfortable. But I think that, me personally, when I get married... You have your account, I have my account, we have our account in the middle. Whatever money we make together, we could put into that bitch. But me personally, I think the separate accounts work. There are some people that sit over here and think that joining stuff together works. That's cool too. My biased opinion, keep the shit separate. And the reason why is because if I want to get my ass up at fucking 9 p.m. and take my ass to fucking Target and I want to go shop, I don't want you to ask me no motherfucking questions on why I'm spending money at Target. Because I'm not about to get into it with you about fucking Target. Give you another fucking reason to cuss my ass out. I think not. We'll keep it separate. You know? But I think like major purchases, I feel like you should discuss with your partner though. Hadi, thank you. I think major purchases you should discuss. Like if you're thinking about going and buying a new car type shit, we should talk about that. You think about going and buying a new house and a new investment thing, I think we should talk about that. But as far as like, you know, you spending, say you want to sit over here and go buy you some new fucking Beats for your fucking car, which ain't cheap. You want to go spend $3,000, $4,000 on that shit? That is your business. That's your bank account, babe. Don't sit over here and come to me asking me about nothing. Because the shit that matters to you. Because I might go sit over here and go spend $4,000 up in Sephora. Don't ask me no fucking questions. So, yeah, but that's my biased opinion. I'm like, whatever works for you, to be honest. Chenny said, now, Jew. Honestly, Chenny, we just letting you rock in the comments, to be honest. The King, how you doing? Y'all funny. More fun to fight. Jew, no, it's not. See, Jew, you toxic as fuck. You need to relax. A lot of narcissistic want to pick fights. And I ain't even gonna lie, like, yo, at a certain point in my relationships, I was the person that was picking fights. I felt like we need to, and really honestly I think it was more so because of a control thing than me actually wanting to fight. Because y'all, let me tell you how control issues would do your ass in every time. Y'all sitting over here having control issues would sit over here and make y'all fight about any and everything. So I was ready to tussle. Just tussle. Look, Channy had already said, I didn't even know you said it before I said it. That's funny. Channy said, is you toxic? Sean said, wait, me too. Hold on, wait. I done missed the damn comment. You said, OMG, you are what I need right now. Hey, Breezy. Deliverance and receive. And that's on period. Okay, am I missing? Look at me being in the comments today. Ju said I'm just bored. Exactly. Ju over here just talking shit. He playing devil's advocate up in the damn thing. Let me sit over here and put my phone on the charger for this shit. Go to 20% real quick. Because you know my shit is famous for starting to delay some shit, y'all. You said we should identify what causes our triggers. Is we doing that tonight? Hold on. Let me plug my triggers thing. I I feel like, Beauty, to be honest, in order for us to discover what causes our triggers, like sometimes we could do it by ourselves, but sometimes we have to actually be triggered in order to realize that something actually triggered us. Let me explain why. Because I'm going to keep it all the way a beam. I feel like there was a lot of shit that was wrong with me, but I didn't realize that it was wrong with me until I sat over here and actually got in a situation or got in like a relationship. It's the crazy shit. Like, honestly, relationships for me, I'm not going to sit over here and say that they were the worst, but they were not the best. And it was because they would trigger things within me that I realized that I needed to change. But I didn't realize that I needed to change them until after the fucking relationship. I'll give you an example. Sometimes I used to, in my past, and I'm still working on this to this day, I feel like you should sacrifice for me. Like that was my honest views. Like, it's like, listen, I know you got to go to work, but take time off because I feel like we got to go do this. And I don't want to hear your shit. Or it's like, listen, I want us to sit over here and spend a day in bed because, listen, I'm just not feeling well and I just want you to hold me. Self-sacrifices. Or, listen, I don't want you to sit over here and go out with your boys tonight because, listen, I don't want to be lonely. Self-sacrificing. Very much self-sacrificing. But the point of the matter is that, listen, I realized that I can't self-sacrifice. I can't be selfish. There are certain times where you can sit over here and you can ask of your partner certain things, but there are certain times where you can't. There's certain times where it's like, okay, baby, yeah, you gotta go get your money. You got your own goals. You and your boys got this trip. It's been planned. I can't sit over here and tell you not to go. Because I have to realize when it comes to my life that I'm not going to compromise if it's something that I really want to do. And I think that's my biggest thing. Like, that's been one of my biggest flaws in my relationship, y'all. Is because, y'all, I want you to sit over here and bend over backwards for me. But if it's not benefiting me, I'm not going to bend over backwards for you. And that's a red flag. I'm going to write that down. Write that down. But I'm just keeping it a beat with y'all. Like, Darlene said, yes, me too. If I was a mosquito, I would bite your neck. Sir, go to bed. It's time for you to go to bed. We talk about real shit right now. Beauty said, that be me. You believe in twin flames. I'm a sensitive person who comes to reflect and marry you to truly heal. I do believe in twin flames. We actually had this conversation too. It was like a few lives ago. But I feel like with your twin flame, like, they mirror you. They definitely do mirror you. But they mirror you to heal. They mirror you to trigger a healing within yourself. Like, they mirror you to sit over here and make yourself do better. And I'm gonna be honest, y'all. Like, to be honest, when you meet people that be mirroring your ass, it be a hard reality. Because, you know, sometimes when you meet them, you get excited because you think like me, you sound like me. Shit, we got the same experiences. Like, we the same people. But then guess what? Because we're the same people, you got my same anxiety. You got my same trust issues. You got my same insecurities. You got my same work ethic. You have my same fucking, maybe we sit over here and be active for 3 months straight and then we go 1 month and then we sit over here and be lazy. Like, twin flames really bring out the good and the bad within you and the shit. And honestly, we could take it a little bit deeper. Maybe you got bipolar issues and I got bipolar issues. Maybe you sit over here and got mommy issues and abandonment issues, and you sit over here. Maybe I've been working on mine actively, but maybe you haven't. So now all of a sudden you calling your mom a miserable ass bitch when I'm not insulting my mom like that. So it's like, when I tell y'all twin flames, they bring out. And really, and even if you don't want to call it twin flames, if you just want to call it you dating people that mirror you, you could call it that too. But the point of the matter is that those be cold truths, y'all. They be cold truths and reality checks for your ass. Because in reality, we all like to sit over here and say that we perfect, right? We all like to sit over here and say we perfect. Ain't nothing about me wrong, big dog. Shit. Beauty said, I just be having gut feelings on things. But Beauty, you got to listen to your gut feelings, but you also have to learn how to respond in a respectful and a manner way, because everything has a time and a place. Sometimes you can't sit over here and just be responded just because you fucking hurt or just because you ready to respond, which also goes into the communication. Some people don't be ready to, they're not ready to receive it. So even though you're ready to work it out, even though you're ready to talk about it, other people are not ready to communicate about it. And to be honest, some people might not even give a fuck. That's a whole nother conversation. You said, or Victoria said, I wouldn't really tied to the lip of twin flame, but the experience is so tight in itself. Exactly. Victoria, you spitting tonight. You over here talking that talk. Breezy said ownership though. Yeah. I had to learn just that too. But y'all, I'm going to take it a step further. Because sometimes we sit over here and we be identifying what it is that we, like who we are in our problems. But where we fuck up at is that just owning up to it is not enough. We got to fix it. We talking, y'all. And the reason why we talking is because you're like, this is even me. This is for me too. Is that there are times where I sit over here and catch me, y'all. I sit over here and I can identify, like, listen, this is my red flag. 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 Like, honestly, to people, I am a walking red flag. Like, I have a lot of shit I still need to work on, but I'm working on it. But when I sit over here and tell y'all is that there were some things to this day, till yesterday, that I didn't even realize that I needed to work on. And I think that that's the biggest thing is that, y'all, we can sit over here and identify all day long. We can identify you got abandonment issues. We can identify that you got bipolar issues. We can identify that, listen, you don't like being lonely. We can identify all these different problems. But the point of the matter is okay, what the fuck are we going to do about it? What is the reason? What is the solution? Victoria said they really mirror you completely, and it's really about healing and showing each other what needs to be shown or be healed. Yeah. She said, hello from S, Texas, new on your page. Welcome, Mary. I think your name is Mary Bell. I like that name. Welcome to the motherfucking plant family. Grab a motherfucking plate. I know I ain't said it over here. We ain't had a barbecue in a minute, but y'all, to the people that's new here, y'all, this is a family ass page. You be sitting over here up in the barbecue living room, sitting over here sharing fucking macaroni and cheese and fucking whatever it is. I'm a pescatarian, so I bring my fish to the barbecue, but everybody else be eating chicken and hot dogs and shit. And you know, don't get me wrong, like, listen, if you don't want to be a part of the family, don't worry, we'll send your ass home with some fucking plastic or whatever. But we actually upgraded from plates, so we ain't gonna put a plate on top of a plate. We gonna give you a plastic, and we gonna give you a plastic bag, and we gonna send you on your happy ass way. But if you want to join the family, you can get some motherfucking aluminum on top of your plate with your bag, okay? Okay, so that's it. We meet twice a day, unless Charlie is busy. Okay? And if you want to be in a group chat, let me know, because we definitely have a group chat that's building. Which there's some family members I need to sit over here and get that information. I just keep forgetting. Victoria said, yes, it's the most hardest journey because it's a lot of reflecting, but both have to do the work. That part, me seeing all the dark stuff in him, has made me have to reflect on myself. Because as quiet as it's kept, y'all, we could sit over here and identify the darkness within other fucking people. But when are we going to sit over here and identify our own darkness? When are we going to sit over here and identify that, listen, there's shit about us that's not, and catch me, there's shit about us that's not perfect. We talking. Ali said, how do I deal with a heartbreak? I broke no contact a week ago, and he said, move on. I feel weak. Ali, let me talk to you real quick. I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing because I was you. Same trees. I'm gonna say that again, Ellie. I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing because I was you. Allie, you need to sit over here and grow. Put on your big girl panties and admit that, listen, you care about this person more than they care about you at this time period. Notice how I said this time period, because Allie, you could be a genuine ass person. You could sit over here and show up for this person. You could sit over here and granted, this person could still care about you, but let me tell you, if they sit over here telling you to move the fuck on, then guess what, Allie, it's time for you to move the fuck on. And no, I'm not sitting over here saying move on to the next relationship. I mean move on to heal yourself. So guess what? When that person does come around, because guess what? The people that's sitting over here telling you to move on the fastest is the ones that actually come double back when you actually are healed, Allie. So guess what? I was you. I was the person that sit over here and double back, triple back. Shit, we could sit over here if there's 100 times back. I was that person, but the point of the matter is that, Allie, when people sit over here and get to a point to where they look at you in your eyes and say, listen, I don't love you no more. I don't, it's time for you to move on, then guess what? Or you could sit over here and say his word is bond and I'm getting the fuck out of there. Even if you could look them in their eyes and know that they lying to you, even if you could sit over here and you know within your intuition that this motherfucker really truly love you inside, guess what? Their actions, their feelings, their emotions, their words are telling you, thank you, LaShonda, that they don't fuck with you. So guess what? Don't feel weak for you sitting over here breaking contact, because that's not gonna make you feel better. What's gonna make you feel better is listen, it's not time for you to shut off your emotions. It's time for you to recognize that this person does not accept your emotions, doesn't accept you or make you feel comfortable enough to sit over here and be able to express your emotions and express that you really don't give a fuck about this person, and he doesn't make you feel open enough to express that, listen, you didn't want to give up. See, Allie, the only problem in this situation is the person that you're doing it with. I'm going to say it again. The only problem in the situation is who you're doing it with. It's not what you're doing. So guess what we're going to do, Allie? We're going to heal. And we're going to find somebody that sat over here and fights for you just as much as you fight for them. Because there's nothing wrong with you showing, you breaking no contact. It's just you not breaking contact with the fucking wrong person, okay? Okay. Victoria said and realized, well, if he's a narc in some way, I gotta have control issues as well. And Victoria, you want to talk about narcissism, bitch? We can talk about narcissism. Because y'all, at some point, I kept attracting a whole bunch of narcissism to this day. And then, to be honest, it took me until recently, to be honest, to realize that maybe I have narcissistic tendencies too. Yeah, I like things my way. I think the world revolves around me. You said other people have feelings. And it's so weird because it's like, I know people have feelings, but like if they feelings don't benefit me, then it's like, that's a narcissism within me. But then I had to identify that, and I had to realize that, listen, there's something within me has to change. A change is gonna come, is what Sam Cooke said. So guess what? A change is coming. You said I'm perfect. That's your fucking red flag, Jew. That is your red flag. Spiritually, I did. Spirits can jump into you as well. Like you can carry their traits, right? Ooh. Bow ties. So we is talking today. Bow ties. I still want to call you bow tie because I really do love that name, even though your name is Hope. Let me tell you something. This comment right here, let me pin it real quick, y'all, so y'all know what I'm talking about. Let me tell you something. This can happen from friendships, relationships, family ships, anything. What does it mean? It means, listen, you sitting over here having a conversation with your girlfriend. Y'all sitting over here chopping it up, drinking wine, talking. And then all of a sudden you ask her some advice about relationships. Maybe you're more overly expressive. You be emotional. You be emotionally and tied to people. Maybe she's not very emotional. Maybe her response is just, listen, I don't really be caring that much. So then all of a sudden, guess what? Well, maybe I need to be like that, not care that much. That spirit, that trait jumps into your ass. So now all of a sudden you take up, when you sitting over here laying up in the bed with somebody, instead of you sitting over here being all emotionally and affectionate, now all of a sudden it's like, I'm getting my ass up and I'm going home. Maybe it's something that you learned from your past situationship. But what I'm saying is that, listen, we can take on a trait because we did not feel comfortable enough. And catch me, y'all. We can take on a trait because we adapted that trait from advice, or because we adapted that trait from, and catch me, y'all, because we talking for real tonight. Because it was made for us to sit over here and take on that trait. Like, for example, for comfortability wise. Let's say you was dealing with a situationship. They be all lovey-dovey while y'all together, and then as soon as the act is done, then all of a sudden they like, well, gotta go. Now all of a sudden, it's not that you sat over here and had advice about this. It's about you sitting over here actually having to realize that this person wasn't giving you the affection that it is that you wanted. So guess what? That trait you carried on to your next situation because you thought that your next situation didn't want affection, when in reality your next situation is a mirror reflection of you. Your next situation was somebody that actually did like being affectionate, but because you brought this past trait from this past ass motherfucker onto this next person, now all of a sudden now you're in conflict. We talking. I just went through this. Is having little to no friends a red flag? No. It just depends on the individual. I have a lot of associates, y'all. I could network my ass off. What? What'd you make? I'm busy, but I will look at it in a second. Look at you doing your Chef Boyardee. That's funny. It's not a red flag to have little to no friends. It just depends on who the fuck you are. And it depends on if you actually really do want friends. Because, that's what I was sitting over here saying. Because me personally, I can network my ass off. I can sit over here and, y'all, if I could have everybody as a friend. But who do I count as my true, for real friends? Maybe one or two people. One or two. I could sit over here and do anything with, travel with, one or two people. But associates, we can kick it all day long, big dog. So I don't feel like it's a red flag to sit over here and have little to no friends. I just think that you should have some type of friends. And if you don't have friends, then go figure out how to go make some motherfucking friends. I don't care if you're shy. Shyness is not a fucking, it's an excuse. Go find you an extroverted ass friend. Okay, let me scroll back to the top. To the top. I hate when my messages be reloading. Something else got my attention. It's always wrong timing with my twin flames. Bree, it's never wrong timing. It's just you sitting over here being able to identify what it is about them that you need to work on. You know what, Bree? Let me do your motherfucking reading real quick because you know what? You've been over here asking me about doing your reading. I feel called to do your reading right now. Bree, I need you to understand that, listen, them control ass issues is not going to sit over here and get you nowhere. And let me sit over here and tell you why. It's just because I feel like God is sitting over here saying, Bree, that it's time for you to sit over here and do some self-evaluation on what it is that you want from love, from fucking work, from shit. Now I'm getting food ass energy, so you need to start paying attention to what it is that you're eating, Bree. And another thing, I need you to understand something. The reason why you feel like your life is out of whack is because your emotions are not balanced and you're not aligned. And I feel like God is sitting over here saying that I want you to get aligned within yourself. Get aligned, like align your heart with your fucking mind. And the reason why, and if it's funny that I did that backwards because that's how I really know that you're not in sync, because God is sitting over here saying that you feel like you got to put one of your interests in one. It's like you got to think about logical shit and then sometimes you think with your heart. But Bree, God is sitting over here saying, when is you going to sit over here and actually realize and catch me, Bree? When is you going to sit over here and realize that as soon as you align this shit, you're going to get more benefits, you're going to get more results. But the point of the matter is that if you're sitting over here wearing your heart on your sleeve, which there's nothing wrong with that, but if you're not balanced, if your emotions are not, or if you're like emotionally unstable, then guess what? You're going to scare people the fuck off. If you're emotionally unstable, then guess what? You're not going to get the results that you want to get. If you're emotionally unstable, guess what? You're not going to sit over here and be able to attract really anybody. Like, you're going to attract people, but you're not going to be able to keep people. And I feel like Bree got us sitting over here saying, work on yourself, don't work on that other fucking person. So you want me to give you advice as far as love and shit like that, but I'm sitting over here telling you that the reason why it's not working out is because you're not emotionally balanced. And God is sitting over here saying that's you dealing with your trauma that started from childhood. That's you sitting over here dealing with, and catch me, Bree, it's you sitting over here dealing with the necessary work and you doing the necessary work. It's not even you just realizing it. It's you doing the fucking work to fix yourself, Bree. Because God is sitting over here saying that, listen, you like to sit over here and think that you all perfect and you are not the problem, that you're very much in the victim mentality. But God is sitting over here saying that's what fucking hurts you, is you not being able to be accountable for your actions and for your feelings. And so God is sitting over here saying, Bree, this is a wake up motherfucking call. This past little situationship, wake up motherfucking call. I know you've been waiting for me to do your motherfucking reading, so there go your reading. Okay? I ain't supposed to be doing readings, but I keep seeing your name and I'm like, do the reading now, do the reading now. So I'm like, let me do the reading now. Now we back to the messages, y'all. Sweet Face said, I'm new, you caught me. Welcome, sweet face. Yes, preach. It doesn't hurt, but it only makes you stronger. Sometimes it's easier said than done. That's a fact. Thank you so much. I needed this. I hope that helps. Good night. Oh, Bree went to bed. Well, I'm going to sit over here and post this video on YouTube. And I'm going to sit over here and tell that bitch to go read this. Because I'm like, listen. That was her reading. Preach. Yes, because he just made me feel dumb as fuck. Literally laughed in my face. Made me want to heal. But it hurt so. But I shut down. Read it again. Let me tell you, Breezy, nobody can make you feel dumb unless you make yourself feel dumb. Let's start there. Nobody can make you feel dumb, but the point of the matter is that you got to sit over here and realize that you are humiliating yourself by you dealing with this person, by this person not showing you any respect, by you sitting over here just settling for fucking anything, settling for disrespect, and got to sit over here saying, like, that's not real love, Breezy. So fuck feeling dumb as fuck. Fuck them laughing in your face. Listen, because I'm gonna tell you a secret. The people that's laughing in your face is the people that really fuck with you the hardest, that really love you the motherfucking hardest. They laughing because they around people, but in silent when they in that four-core ass house, they sitting over here blowing up your phone, especially when they notice that you stop fucking caring. So Breezy, guess what? It's time for you to remove yourself out of that situation, not shut down. It's time for you to find your new person. Renee that is what I keep attracting. A little narcissism is a good thing. Jew, shut your ass up. No. Yo, you funny as hell. I be a little funny. Just a little bit. Some people don't show empathy when you express yourself. That's real. But you also have to understand that some people were not taught to express empathy, especially the masculines, and even some feminines. Like, some people really were not taught to express emotions. Some people don't. And honestly, I'm going to take it a step further. Sometimes y'all don't make people feel comfortable enough to even express their emotions. Because that's a whole nother conversation within its own. Is that y'all sit over here and expect these people to open up to you, but you're not creating a safe place. Because they think they already know that you run your mouth to all your motherfucking friends about business that's not even theirs. Or maybe it's because you haven't sat over here and really even actively asked them about things. And even if you have actively asked them about things, you haven't did it in an appropriate time or in an appropriate setting. And no, I'm not sitting over here saying you got to have it over fine wine and shit like that. But I am sitting over here saying that, listen, there's a time and a place for when you open up and express empathy. Showing affection. There's a way to do it. Sometimes you got to stroke their fucking ego a little bit and then get them to open up to you. It's all depending on who you're talking to. Hi, Fruity. You said, have I ever thought about pink or blue hair? No. To be honest, I didn't even think I was going to go blonde again. And even, I did a blonde, but it came out as ginger, and I really fuck with the ginger, to be honest. It's giving life, so. But maybe in the future. I don't know. It depends, because I really didn't want to dye my hair the first time, but God was like, do some crazy shit. But Fruity, I like the red on your hair. Oh, Fruity, before I fucking forget, I'm putting you in the group chat too, because I keep fucking forgetting. I meant to tell you earlier on the live, so DM me so I can send you the link to the group chat. Also, you too, Victoria. I want you to DM me too so I can add you to the group chat. There's a few people I want to add. Shay said, I need a past reading. I was not doing readings tonight, y'all. I just did Bree because Bree kept DMing me and she kept sitting over here and I kept getting called to do her. So that's why I did Bree. Chani said, yeah, the introvert and extrovert duo is undefeated. And I'm telling you. Oh, doing readings. Are you guided to give me a message, love? Look at y'all. Y'all want me to do readings tonight? I could do donation-based because I did free readings last night. I could do some donation-based readings if y'all want to. How we feeling? What time is it? 9:50? I could do some donation-based. I got some time. I really don't even know if I'm on the right path for my healing process. I feel like, Allie, do what you're called to fucking do. And if all else fails, Allie, I'm going to keep it all the way of being with you. All you got to sit over here and do is look up some fucking shit to do. Or you can get a mentor. That works too. Same tree said, right? Ali said, like I'm hanging out with friends, spending time alone, but I feel like there's no progress. Well, Ali, you got to identify what it is that you truly want to work towards. How do you know when to give up on people? I hate saying this answer, but it's like you know when you know. And I hate giving that answer because it's such a cliche ass answer. But it's like when you notice that this person is not giving to you what you're giving to them, when you notice that these people are laughing in your face, when you notice that these people don't respect you, it's really a respect thing. Then it's time to go. Kia said no safe place created. And honestly, to go back to that topic real quick, y'all, it could be for y'all too. The reason why you haven't opened up to somebody is because they never created a safe place for y'all. So the next time somebody be like, you know, why don't you open up to me? You never gave me a safe place to even open up to you. Write that down. Write that fucking down. GQ said true. They don't show consistency. They show compassion. JQ says sometimes people don't open up because they rather not hear a truthful response. And that's true too. That's so motherfucking true. And let me tell you why. It's just because a lot of people sit over here and don't know how to take the truth. See, I'm a truth lover. Tell me the truth so I can move on with my life. Hurt my feelings so I can move on. I don't want to sit over here and be led on. But the point of the matter is that sometimes y'all sit over here and y'all say y'all want the truth, the truth, the truth. But then y'all sit over here and freak out when y'all get the truth. Y'all can't do that. What questions can you ask? Because I do show affection and make it a safe environment. But I feel he was never taught to open up. Beauty, at some point you got to sit over here and realize sometimes you are asking the right questions, but they just don't want to open up to your ass. I'll give you an example because I felt called, Beauty, to tell you the example about my situationship. I was dealing with a guy, y'all. And for context, he was a Virgo. And y'all, to be honest, I know people be talking shit about Virgos, but I really do have this love-hate relationship with Virgos, so don't mind it. But very much there were times where this man opened up to me, but then there was also times where I felt like he shut down, like he wouldn't, like he's very much a private person, and we have had conversations about him being a private person. And I'm like, you know, how do I get you to open up to me? Because I'm like, yo, we've been rocking for years at this point, like, but I don't know nothing about you. And he was like, well, Charlie, I don't know nothing about you either. And I'm like, well, I feel like I share enough, like I share. He was like, I mean, but do you? And then I was like, kind of. But what I will say is that because that's another conversation, that's mirror reflection. But what I want, the main point of what I want you to like understand is that when I ask this person, like, why are you the way that you are, like, how come it's like I can't get no answers or no real responses from you, it's because he's a private person. And it's like, you know, eventually, his answer was eventually I'll sit over here and we could talk about it. He was like, I have best friends that I don't sit over here and tell shit about my past too. That's just how I am. So let me tell you something, Beauty. There are some people that you can literally ask questions and they will open up to you and they will talk to you. But Beauty, it just depends on what type of person they are, and it depends on at what point in life they're at. There are some people you can ask them 1,000 questions and they'll never tell you shit, or they'll lie about shit. It depends on where they're at in life. But the point of the matter is that, listen, you can't sit over here and make a fucking a horse drink no fucking water. You can ask a question, you can be concerned, you can sit over here and try to do the whole therapy talk, but if they don't want to talk to you, then they don't want to talk to you. You can't force that shit. And that was the reality of my situationship. So I had to get rid of that. You said red would work too. Thank you. We gonna talk, Beauty. Beauty, you always forget to talk to me after I get off a fucking live. Thank you. Fruity. Okay, perfect. You're April Boyd. Okay. There we go. Sometimes when y'all put y'all fucking real names in the group chat, I be like, who the fuck is this? But then it's like, now that you told me that, I said, oh, okay. I know. Because I be sleeper at work. Okay. Victoria said, yes, please, I want to be added. Okay, so Victoria's not in the group chat. Okay, for sure, for sure. Just DM me on IG. Don't DM me on TikTok, because I always forget to check my TikTok. And by the time I check my TikTok, it just be flooded. I be having to delete my fucking messages and shit. You said you feel it naturally. Right, that part. How you doing, Sarah and Saint Tris? All y'all that's new up in here, that's commenting up in the comments, I fuck with y'all. Ali said, yes, I agree, because never take my choice away from me. And that's on what? That's on period. And that's a whole nother fucking thing too, is that, thank you, The Real. I need y'all to understand something, is that sometimes it don't even be about the situation. It's just that you took my choice away from being able to decide whether if I want to be around you versus if I don't want to be around you. B said, people who won't give you the truth if they're benefiting from you. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna pin this shit, because y'all spitting today. We're spitting. People won't give you the truth if they're benefiting from you. And I won't say all, because, use discernment. But for the most part, listen. They gonna sit over here and shortchange the motherfucking truth. You said, I'm a Virgo. My VD is a Virgo. I have a love-hate relationship with Virgos. What's your YouTube channel, babes? I want to check it out. So my YouTube channel, so I usually post all my lives on there except for when they be tripping on me. But go to, either you can go to my TikTok page and you can click it in the little thing, and if you can't find it, then just go to the bio, and then within that, like my link in my bio, you just sit over here and click my YouTube within that little link that pops up. Okay, but literally it's the same as my fucking TikTok. I think it's the same. You said I'm a Virgo. Look at all y'all Virgos up in this bitch. But I always hear how people can't stand Virgo men specifically. I love a Virgo man, but I think it's because I've mastered how to deal with a Virgo man, if that makes sense. Because at first, I'll be one that sit over here and say, I don't want to deal with a Virgo man either. But I respect a Virgo man, because you want to talk about privacy. They quiet and discreet. They like, you will never know a Virgo is a hoe unless like you know them. But I'm here to tell y'all, Virgos is hoes unless you catch them at the right season. But Virgos are very loyal. Even the men, like, because I know y'all like to separate y'all, but it's like y'all are very loyal people, but y'all are loyal who y'all want to be loyal to. But I feel like the biggest thing with Virgos is that y'all are perfectionisms. Like, y'all need everything perfect. Y'all need everything to look, sound, and be cool. And if not, then you'll sit over here and try to play Bob the Builder with the person. But the point of the matter is that if they working on it, then you could deal with that. But if they ain't working on it, it's like, get her out of here. So I appreciate Virgo qualities. And I think that the reason why I like Virgos is because they be fake ambitious. It be the fake ambitious for me. But some of them, depending on the other placements in the chart, like some Virgos, like they actually really do be about what they be talking about. And the Virgo men, like they be classy bougie, like, so that'd be like me. Look at you, Drew, you a Virgo? That tell me a lot. You said I'm a Capricorn. Capricorns, y'all cool too. I really don't know too much about Capricorns. I ain't even gonna lie. Alright, I said I love you, girl. Such an adorable laugh. Victoria, what the fuck is you talking about? Are you talking about my laugh? I mean, I guess who else is on this fucking life? But don't cause me to live in delusion. I'm a very emotional person at times. Beauty, what is your sign again? Okay, Victoria, send me your girl, I do not be on Facebook. Don't Victoria, send me your number through TikTok and I'll send it to you, because whenever I try to send the link through TikTok, it doesn't let you click the link. So just send me your number and I'll text it to you. Some people like to play on your intelligence and make you feel dumb. Yo, I just was having this conversation. I was just having this conversation, but I couldn't articulate myself the best way. But a lot of people do try to play you like you dumb. She said big Sagittarius. My ex was a Sagittarius. You know what? I'm going through a weird stage between Sagittarius men and Virgo men. Like, they just keep popping the fuck up. And every once in a while, a little Cancer will pop the fuck up too. Channy said, I got that bad. I've never dated one, not compatible, but they have great qualities. It's them Capricorn men. I never dated somebody serious that was a Capricorn, but I had talked to a Capricorn before. But I never was like serious with him, so. But he was cool. Yoda, how you doing, Yoda? You're a Capricorn? See, that's why I don't know shit about you, beauty. Oh shit about no Capricorns. I don't know nothing about Capricorns. What I will know, what I do know is that Capricorns be about their money. And I do know that, like, when y'all do be in love with people, y'all do be in love with people. But I feel like y'all some flirtatious ass whores, depending on where y'all at, what season y'all in. And that's all I got for Capricorn. That is all I have. I do not know about fucking Capricorns to save my life. Like, if you ask me what are the characteristics of a Capricorn, I'd be like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm a Sagittarius. What are Aquarius men like? Do you know anything about them? So I have a lot of Aquarius in my chart, and I'm borderline Aquarius. So what I will say is that they are non-committal, depending on where you meet them at in life. That's all I have to say about the Aquarius men. My last 25 years have been Capricorn. I think I'm cursed. You're not cursed. You are not. Don't put that over to your life. Just get you somebody else. How you feel about Sagittarius? I have a love-hate relationship with Sagittarius as well. Because I love Sagittarius because they're adventurous. I love Sagittarius is because, like, we're always doing stuff. Like, sex be cool. Like, low-key, sex with a Virgo is what's the correct word? Underrated. Let me tell you, get you a Virgo. Like, they the people that fly under the radar. But let me tell you something, build their comfortability with their ass, whole nother level. Same thing with Sag, but Sag is a little bit more open. Another thing, when Sag really loves you, they love you really hard. But the problem that I had with my Sag is that he didn't know how to communicate. He didn't know how to express his emotions. And then when he did express his emotions, it would be like just rah, 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 rah. And I'd be like, I don't know. Like, it's World War III up in this bitch, and I don't know where this came from on a random ass Tuesday. Holding on to shit from 3 months ago that I didn't, 6 months ago that I didn't even know was a problem. Who the fuck knew? But outside of that, Sag just be cool. Like, to hang out with, to go do stuff with, depending on, like, sometimes y'all can get into a lazy season, but for the most part, like, y'all cool. Y'all mind y'all motherfucking business. But I will say that you got to catch Sagittarius at a time where they want to be faithful. If Sagittarius don't want to be faithful to your ass, they will be the biggest horse. Yeah, that's all I got for Sagittarius. Ooh, baby, them Cancers not for the weak, but I done mastered it. You know what? I have never sat over here and made it that far with a Cancer, and let me tell you why. They get on my nerves. Respectfully, unrespectfully. Like, I fuck with Cancers, but they just be like, something about them, like, I just feel like they try too hard. Like, friendship Cancers, because I have friends that are Cancers. We cool. One of my friends is a Cancer. But, like, dating y'all, it's because it's just like, and I really had this guy that was a Cancer that was actually really pursuing me, and everything was cool. But it's just like, little white lies turn me off. Like, if you telling me little white lies, and I know it, because I'm intuitive as fuck, you can't lie to me. But I catch it, I'm just like, it's just too good to be true. Very much future faking vibes. You said I'm a Libra. Libras, I've only had one experience with a Libra man. 2. And they cool, but I feel like Libras, like, I feel like this could be my biased opinion. Libras are loving people, but I feel like they're future fakers. Like I feel like they be love, 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 and maybe they might really love you, but if you hurt them, then it's like on to the next. And it's like, did you ever really truly love me? Type shit. And I think that Libras, depending on what season you catch them in, I feel like Libras, they be sitting over here. They can be messy a little bit. Libras are definitely for the streets, big dog. They're for the streets. You said, I know you have a spaceship because you look out of the world. Look at David over here spitting game. I fuck with it. Keep spitting your game, big dog. Capricorn and Virgo women are super cool BFFs, but the man, nah. Red flag. I'm a Libra. I'm an Aries and super compatible with Sagittarius, but for some reasons we don't vibe. It could be because Aries are a little bit aggressive. And what I will say is, depending on the Sag is really like a ease into it. Like, be yourself, but like ease into it. Aries is rah, 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 rah. Let's be on 10. Because I have Aries somewhere in my chart too. But what I've learned is that with Sag, you got to kind of take your time and ease into that shit. Because if you just be too much in their face and you show too much too soon, they don't really like that. They like somebody that they can chase too. Like, they want you to show interest, but just the right amount of interest. So you got to be strategic with them people. I'm a Leo. Ooh, run away. Run away. My problem, let me tell you, I guess I'm just telling y'all all my problems with science tonight. My problem with Leos is that y'all really are loving people. Like, y'all are genuine people. Leos, like, y'all just, let me catch y'all. Y'all be loving to who y'all want to be loved with, but if y'all not over your ex, then y'all still stuck on your ex. One wrong move and it's over for your ass. If you're dealing with the Leo, it's over for you. Don't make no wrong moves. They very much give me Virgo vibes, but times 10. At least the Virgo will sit over here and work with you. Leos will not work with your ass. Like, they will sit over here and cut your ass off. No, like, not even answering your phone call. Leos are very toxic. They like that toxic shit sometimes, depending on if they healed or not. Depending on what Leo it is, Leos are very self-centered, but very much like giving in the same manner. Like, Leos are very loving people, and I know it kind of contradicts itself, but like, they're very loving people, but it's like, for example, like, they talk shit. Hold on, there's two things. They're loving people, but guess what? If they're not in the season of being loving, then guess what? They could be a cold ass motherfucker. The next thing is that, listen, they don't play about their family. Like, listen, I can sit over here and talk shit about my family, but don't you dare sit over here and even look and blink to talk shit about my family. Like, that's the energy Leos get. Like, another thing, like, Leos, Leos are Leos. Alana said Cancers be annoying. Libras love everybody they for the streets, and that's on period. You made a Libra cry. King Prince, shut up. I ain't make no Libra fucking cry. I don't think so. I don't think I made no Libra cry. King Prince, what's your sign? I didn't even know you was here. Sheena said, I'm a Capricorn and magically attracted to Leos. Or magnetically attracted to Leos. I really love me a good Leo man. But Leo man, they just give me like, yeah. Whenever it decides to come back together, please hold. Is the connection back? Hold on, real quick, y'all. Oh no! Please hold. I had to do my my hourly check. You said, man. My man, Leo man, very true. And that's a fact. Ooh, y'all want me to talk about Scorpios? Scorpios are very fucking sneaky. Let me tell you something. My first love was a Scorpio. very much have a love-hate relationship with Scorpios, but I have healed my relationship. So, you know, Scorpios, they cool, but I feel like it depends on what Scorpio you dealing with. Like, if you like the Scorpio, then Scorpios are cool. But if you do not like the Scorpio can be annoying. Okay, let's start there. I'm gonna say it for the people in the back. If you like the Scorpio, then it's cool. If you don't like the Scorpio, a Scorpio can be annoying. They get in their feelings a little bit too much. They take shit personal. It's like, big dog, it's not that big of a deal. But what I do respect about a Scorpio is like that they're very expressive. Like they're very, like they talk about their emotions. Like Scorpios, like they be cool. But what I don't like is that sometimes they don't know how to express their emotions. Like when they get mad, like they take it to a 10 and it just be like, big dog, it's not that serious. Some Scorpios very much have like bipolar issues or like depression and shit like that. They don't really talk about that, but yes, they do. So when they go low, just don't be around them. Scorpios, sex be good with Scorpios. Like they really is, they nasty. That's another nasty man. But you got to be careful because Scorpios will, like, they can have a friend and then be sitting over here sleeping with their friend's friends. So you got to be careful with that. Ooh. Interesting. Anyway, I just had a thought. So, yeah. You said, what's my sign, Charlie? What do y'all think I am? I just want to know what y'all think I am. And I'll tell y'all. Here we go with the calls. Let me tell you something. Not my man checking on me. I actually was supposed to go on a date tonight, and I decided to sleep over going on a date, y'all. That'd be my problem. Yeah. Good evening. How you doing, X? I ain't seen you in a second. Don't worry about what my sign is. King Prince, what the fuck is your sign? Somebody gonna look on his Instagram. Child, it has never worked out though. I was freezing because somebody called me. I'm sorry. Scorpios aren't for the weak. Scorpios are definitely not for the weak. But they be fun though. Y'all could do some shit with some Scorpios. Some Scorpios are liar, manipulators, and sneaky and annoying, clingy and narcissistic. Beauty, that came from the heart. That came from the motherfucker. You said right here. You said yes, we are nasty. You said Sag, Pisces, Virgo, Libra, Taurus, Scorpio, or Pisces, Gemini, Aries, Aquarius. Facts. Okay, so I'm a Pisces. I'm a Pisces sun. But I'm not going to sit over here and give off all the signs that's up in my chart because y'all been really protective about my fucking birth chart. But I got a little bit Aries in me. I got a lot of Aquarius in me. You feel me? Got some Libra, a little dash up in that bitch. Like, there's a little bit of everything up in my chart, for real, for real. Yeah. But to be honest, I'm going to keep it all the way being with you. I love being a Pisces, but I don't really know if I really like other people as Pisces. Does that make sense? Like, and the reason why, like, there are some Pisces where I can get along with and they be cool, but then there's some Pisces where I be like, bitch, if you don't get the fuck away from me, no disrespect. But it just be like, they just be doing, it just depends on what season and what day you catch a Pisces on. Yeah. That's what I think about Pisces. You said water gang Cancers. I have 2 friends that are Pisces. That's cool. Facts from the heart. Self-reflection on 10. But anyway, y'all. You said it do be fakes. It's 10:14. Y'all, so do y'all got any other conversations y'all want to talk about? If not, I'll end this live right now and go post it on fucking YouTube. My poor little hand is hurting. Sit over here and try to use another person to get over a person, but really try to work on yourself. Really try to sit over here and catch me. Really try to sit over here and put forth the necessary effort and energy into yourself. And the more you, because the more you sit over here and you work on yourself, the more you're going to attract love into your life and attract good people and friendships into your life, okay? Now, I know that sounds like a cookie cutter ass answer, but that is the only fucking truth. The only way that you're going to get whatever it is that you want instead of misery is by you sitting over here doing the necessary work. Now, how to do the necessary work is for you to sit over here and catch me. You journaling, you doing shadow work, you sitting over here working on yourself. If that means you sitting over here, you feel like you insecure about something on your body, then that means you go change it. If you, for example, weight, if you want to gain weight or lose weight, you need to sit over here and target that. If you want to focus on, teaching yourself how to cook, maybe you're insecure about your cooking, go sit over here and teach yourself how to cook. Like, there's things that you need to sit over here and do to actually indulge and really get to know yourself. And that's what's going to help you with self-love and healing. More with Charlie later on today. At this point, call me a news station. How do we stop liking people who don't like us back? Keep it all the way of being with yourself. At least I'm gonna keep it all the way of being with you. You got to keep it real with yourself and be like, listen, this person ain't putting forth the effort that I am into them, so guess what? I got to back off. On to the next. In that situation, you talking to other people can't help, because it'll take your mind off of the people and it'll be like, well, and then you meet somebody else that you like. But at that point, if you keep meeting people that you feel like really just ain't liking your ass back, then I feel like it's God sitting over here saying that you need to sit over here and take some time and actually work on yourself. Because there's times where God really don't want you with nobody, and he'll teach your ass a lesson through back to back to back to back with the same type of people, of it making it seem like you're not worthy and shit like that. But it has nothing to do with your worth. It's just him needing you to work on yourself. So if you keep running into a season where you feel like nobody really likes you back, or you're not getting the commitment that you want, or you're not, like, you're attracting a certain, like, the same type of people, it's because God needs you to heal a certain a certain part of yourself in order for you to move into the next season, and to attract different people. Okay. Sheena said, did you give the 411 on Capricorns? I don't know about Capricorns. I know 3 things. That's it. That's all. I don't really know about Capricorns. I will say they're very giving people, though. Because my Capricorn man, he was so nice. But I never really seriously got involved with him, so yeah. The more these calls come in, the more it freezes. I know, I'm sorry. It's not my fault that people want to call me at distinctive times. It be so funny because throughout the day, I be clean and in the like, I just be cool. I could talk all damn day long. But as soon as it hit nighttime, everybody and their mama want to fucking call me. Like, leave me alone. Is that neon yellow or green? It's between. I did it in between because I couldn't decide on if I wanted to do a yellow or a green, so I did both. Call it both. I hate when good ass people be turning out to be a lesson. And that's a fact. How do I learn to accept my body? Alana, to be honest, you got to sit over here. So I'm going to keep it all the way of being with you, Alana. If you are a bigger girl, or even if you're smaller, let's say you want to gain or lose weight. The best way that you can sit over here and do that is by you sitting over here fucking and actually loving to learn yourself at what your body is at right now. And then go work on your fucking body. Because listen, I want y'all to understand something. Sometimes if you want, and catch me, sometimes if you want the perfect body, because that's what I'm currently working on, is me getting my perfect body. Sometimes you have to understand that genetics play a factor in how you look. But I want you to understand something. If you want to lose that fucking weight, love yourself as a big size, and then sit over here and go lose that weight, so you can sit over here and not lose all the fucking weight and then go into this you still insecure ass energy, okay? Same thing for my petite woman. If you want to gain some weight, love yourself at your petite ass size, and then sit over here and then still use that energy when you fucking gaining muscle. Thank you, Bougie Gal. You said just messing with you. Oh, Beauty, shut your ass up. Are Scorpios good in bed, or are they just nasty? In my experience, they're good. But I've only ever interacted with one Scorpio. 2 Scorpios? I can't remember if that dude was a Scorpio or a Sag. But They're good in bed. And they nasty. Mm-hmm. They suck your toes nasty. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, without further ado, let's go to bed, y'all. Not y'all being up in here. You know what's crazy is that there be like 65 people up in this bitch, but like only like 10 people be talking, or maybe even 7. Renee, I feel like you should get your money up, so yes. But be selective about the job that you go get. I feel like there just be people watching me to watch me. Intuitive Tammy, how you doing? All y'all people see, it be so funny. I be really wondering who be really fucking watching me. Can I talk to y'all? How you doing, Kelly? She said, I'm in bed. Let me tell you something. Like, y'all, I really be doing numbers, like, while I be talking. Like, even, like, when it be low numbers, I be doing numbers when I be on live. And I just be wanting to know, who be watching me? How you doing, Kia? How you doing, everybody? Talk to us. I've been talking all fucking night. It's been about almost 2 hours. Damn, it has almost been 2 hours. Damn. Point of the matter is that, y'all, sometimes I be wondering if my exes be watching me. So, hi, ex. My exes. Let me do a little way. Sorry, y'all. I'm on fucking silly mode now. I done sat over here and did my whole rant, y'all. If y'all are just now joining me and y'all want to sit over here and go rewatch this live, it's going to be posted on my YouTube later. So, I'm good up doing this quiz, girl. You better pass that motherfucking quiz. You got this. Miss Williams said, I appreciate your realness. Thank you. Queen's wave. You said I'm in Arizona. I be looking at your lives. That's good. That's good. That's all that matters. But no, if y'all ever really want to watch, like, because I finally got in the pattern of actually posting my lives. If it don't get posted that same day, it will be posted the next day. Then, now all of a sudden, like, y'all can get the whole gems. Especially, like, when I be doing readings and shit like that. So y'all can, like, if I do a reading for y'all and it's on live, then y'all can sit over here and go back to that YouTube video and y'all can do whatever you want with it, okay? How do I do what? Next color. Next color. Hi, Blue. How you doing? Post a live on YouTube. You just downloaded and uploaded to YouTube. How you doing? Blue always coming through. Alright, y'all, I ain't even gonna lie. I'm about to get off live. So, I will catch y'all in the morning time. If I can't go to fucking bed, then I might get back on live. But I doubt it because I'm feeling a little bit sleepy. So, I'll see y'all tomorrow, okay? Okay.